Apparently, Disillusioned Adventurers will save the world Volume 1 review. Readers may already be familiar with Apparently Disillusioned Adventurers will save the world thanks to its ongoing anime adaptation titled Nichiren Fushin, Adventurers who don't believe in humanity will save the world. Today, I'm here to find out if it's worthwhile for those who haven't heard of it if you're looking to pick up the source material off the back of the anime. The story follows Nick, who's been kicked out of the adventuring party he belongs to after causing an argument with his former teammates. He's been dumped by his girlfriend, who was scamming him, and finds himself at rock bottom, looking to fund his new hobby of going to idol concerts. Nick finds himself looking for a new party and soon meets three like-minded individuals who have also been mistreated by those around them. The four get seated together at the tavern, where they drown their sorrows in ale and tell Nick their life stories. There's Tiana, a mage whose fiancé betrayed her, but was disowned by her noble family afterwards. Zem is a former priest who was accused of sleeping with an underage child in the orphanage he managed to kick out of his village after serving some jail time. Then there's Karan, who's a Dragon King warrior and was let to die when her previous party used her strength to defeat a powerful dungeon boss and install all her belongings before skipping town. So safe to say, none of these characters is willing to put their trust in anyone else in case they get betrayed once more. But they all have hobbies that are quite expensive, so they have an option but to continue adventuring to live their lives. Because of this, Nick reasons that they make a perfect team because they have become disillusioned, and now know not to trust one another. With the right systems in place, Nick recons that they could also alleviate concerns of someone running off with all of the gear and earnings too. So this group decides to form a party for the sake of the hobbies they love so much. Based on a web novel, Disillusioned Adventures is author Shinta Fuji's debut to published work both here in English and the Japanese market. I expected it to be a little rough around the edges because of that, but actually I think Fuji has done a good job with his first installment. The first half of the book focuses on the characters getting to know one another and explore each of their backstories, fleshing them out just enough to be satisfying to the reader, but making sure they don't linger longer than they should. The second half of the book follows the newly formed party as they get used to fighting together in rookie dungeons. They have plenty of mishaps along the way, largely due to not communicate efficiently. It's here that the series really shines as the humor leans into something resembling Natsume Akatsuki's Konosuba. Unlike the Information series, everyone here is Disillusioned Adventurers is very capable in their role, but the way the bigger in getting into situations like a giant slime exploding when they fight in the wrong way, it's very reminiscent of it. I won't say there is not anything new here, but this is a fun take of the protagonist kicked out of this party. Selection of titles, they are trend at the moment, and I appreciate that not the Nick, but the trio come from similar positions. So they're trying to fix Nick's feelings, but they don't need to feed into one another's bad habit either. Instead, they're planning to walk forward as one, so maybe by the end, they will be more comfortable in the world they live in. But for now, they're taking every day step by step. It's optimistic rather than drowning in hatred, which is very easily could have leaned into. Give it the past of some of these characters, and I, for one, I'm glad the author chose to have fun with this instead of writing an edgy revenge story, which you're seeing a lot of at the moment. Apparently, Disillusioned that Adventures Will Save the World Volume 1 comes to the West thanks to Yen Press. It has been translated by Luke Houghton, and the translation reads well with no issues to note. Apart from the light novels, the title being different for the anime, there's also Karan, whose name is spelled Koran in the Crunchyroll release. Everything also appears to be consistent between the two so far, but this is certainly a bit jarring if you're reading the book off at the back of watching the series or the opposite way around. The translations have been provided by Susumu Koroi, and while it's not the most attractive artwork out there, Koroi does a good job of depicting all of the chaos and variety of situations. The series is ongoing in Japan with four books. Yen Press currently have Volume 2 scheduled for release in February, with number 3 following in June. They are also publishing the manga adaptation in English. Overall, fans of the ongoing anime series of this genre, in particular, will enjoy Apparently Disillusioned Adventures Will Save the World, Volume 1. It may not be offering anything new in the genre, but it's an enjoyable read, and sometimes that's all you want out of the series. 7 out of 10.